Alright, welcome back guys and Happy New Year. I hope you all are having a wonderful beginning of 2025 and haven't caught any sickness, because that apparently is going around. So with this, as I've stated in the last video update, that we are going to be transitioning into the Python instead of using Ren'Py's native code. We will be creating a set of packages. Well, it will be just one package, but in that set package will be for example, like the asset manager, the game file, so to speak, the logger event, error handling, um, the story management system, just a few things that was in here is going to be transitioning into the package itself. If you may be seeing some things different here, like for example this, delete rpycpy, you can use this, you can copy it. I'm not going to be placing it into the GitHub, but it is just for me. That way, because I hate seeing the, sometimes it's cluttered with RPYCs. That's usually when you do run the game itself, when you click on Launch Project. Is there a crack in my voice, dude? I'm still going through puberty. When you click on that, it just removes and deletes the RPYC files. It's just for me. Again, if you need it, cool, copy it. If not, awesome. The next thing I want to do is reorganize these. For example, the GUI, the options, the screen. Since that is just native, it comes with the Ren'Py package itself. I am just going to go ahead and just create a new folder and just say Ren core, because that pretty much just houses no, not that one, GUI, options, screens. You could do this. If you don't want to do it, you can skip this, but again, this just has the standard Ren'Py code that comes when you install it. For this one, this is okay as it is. I may rename it to Game Core, because I will be having this folder as well, Python. Now this is where you want to follow along, packages. And in here, let's go ahead and name it to core. And then in core, we're gonna have the init file .py. Yep, cool. And then going forward, what we want to do is we want to create a logger. I want to have an error logger, error handling system, the story management system, the asset management system. I think that is good for right now. So in the logger, we want to have another init .py and then have logger.py. Okay. So first things first, and let's just focus on, I know that I have set up the folders and everything, but we're going to go ahead and just start off with basics. For example, the logger, pretty much it logs the system and everything, like how Ren'Py does when you do Shift, I believe, O in the console. Okay. So from .logger, import core logger as logger. We haven't done that yet, but because that will be in the logger file itself. underscore all underscore equals logger. Okay. Now in the logger file, what we want to do is, as we stated, core logger. And in this, we want to be able to have set some constraints. That's going to be the log level constraints. And I want an error log. That's going to be set to 0. Warning is going to be set to 1. And info is going to be set to 2. The next thing is defining an init, as all classes do. Self.log level is equal to self.warning. Next is self.log file is equal to none. Self.console output is equal to true. Self.debug mode is equal to false. Next, we're going to create another define, which is initialization or initialize. It's going to be a self, and this one's going to have a try and except exception as E. And in the try method, we're going to try and get the Ren'Py's game directory. Get Ren'Py game directory. Whatever directory that you have. So log directory is equal to os.path.join renpy.config .game dir, which is short for game directory, and logs. Next, we're going to have create a logs directory if it doesn't exist. On the get-go, when you do install Ren'Py or update or anything, what you have right now currently is you do not have a logs file. So it's going to create one for you. So that's what I want to happen in my game, is that it's going to create a log folder in my game directory. That way I can just go in and check the logs that the game outputs. You don't have to have this, but if you want to have it, follow along. If not, just skip to the chapter ahead. So if there's not a OS path exist, that's going to be log directory. If this does not exist, then we're going to os.make a directory of this. Next, in the file, in the folder itself, it's going to create a log. It's going to create a log file for us with all the info that we do need. And pretty much what I want to have is, like, for example, how this game has it, where it has a log.txt or a traceback.txt, and it only creates one and not multiple files. I want exactly how that does in this game right here. I'm going to say clear any existing log file, and that can be done by log path os path dot join. It's going to take the log directory and it's going to do core.log. And if os.path exists, so if that exists, if this is already there, which, you know, it should be there because it's going to clear it, then os.remove log path. So once it deletes that, we're going to create a new log file for this game session. And how that's going to be done is that it's going to take the self.log file, which is none currently. It's going to open it. It's going to take the log path that we have set. We're going to go ahead and write to it. And encoding, I don't know what that means, but now to start the log game session start, to do everything that it's supposed to be doing is on session start. Let's do how it should be, is because I think I want it to be very specific on the time and everything. I want to have a date time. Datetime dot now str, I believe str f time, and pretty much in here it's just going to take whatever the year is, the month, and the day, followed by the hour, the minute, and the second. And then just because these have it, I'm also going to need, forgot this important thing, import OS, import date time, import Ren'Py as well. Now we want to do some self._write. It's going to be in the info category because it is info right here. Let's do core logger. It's going to take F, and for me I'm going to say new logging system, or I should say new logging session started at session start. Return true. Okay. In case this does not catch it, we also need to have a backup as well. So let's just do self.write, and it's going to be info. Actually, no. Let's just say failed to initialize logging system. And then here we want to put in str e and return false. I know this seems like a lot, because it is a lot. It very much is a lot. I'm gonna just put a stopping point at this moment in time. If you happen to utilize this or run this code, it will not work, because this right here, this self.write, is another definition that we need to make. Again, guys, I hope you found this video helpful. Please subscribe, comment down below if you do have any questions. Check out the Patreon page that has a lot of early videos that you can check out, as well as early code that I will push to the GitHub if you are interested in that. With that being said, guys, thank you so much, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye.